Welcome to the Art of Money podcast with Art McPherson.
And thanks for checking out the Art of Money podcast. My name is Mark Owens alongside Art McPherson and Luke McCarty. All the information for the McPherson Financial Group, you can find it at theartofmoneyradio.com. You know, when we were young and we just got started, we were told that we needed life insurance to protect our families. There was a story from Kiplinger that says life insurance can also be an effective tool for retirement planning. So, Art McPherson, Luke McCarty, tell me how that works. Life insurance as a retirement tool.
Yeah, so that article's right. I mean, if you think about it, when you're younger and you have, family mortgage and, kids, you do need that term life insurance. Mm-hmm. But when you get older, right, if you need a pension protection, right, if your spouse has a pension or you have the pension, right, you need to protect it in case something happens to you. So it can be an effective retirement tool in that scenario for pension protection. It can also be used as tax-free income. So if you have a properly designed life insurance contract, right, your death benefit can be low and it can accumulate cash and grow. And when you pull it out in retirement, it's tax-free. So it can almost be an additional Roth, right? An additional Roth 401k, additional Roth IRA. And it can also be used for long-term care. So you can put a lot of tools, a lot of widgets on the life insurance contract, but be careful because the higher the death benefit, the more expensive the contract is. So if you're using this for cash accumulation, you may not want that $1 million policy, that $1 million death benefit, because you're not using it for that. Mm-hmm. If you're using it for that, it's going to be too expensive. Your cash won't accumulate. There's a lot of things going on with life insurance, but we're here. We can help you, and we can look at what you currently have or see if a new policy makes sense.
Yeah, and what we're always looking at, Mark, is can insurance do a solve for something? I don't care if it's an estate planning solve, it's a pension maximization solve, it's a long-term care insurance solve. Can it do it for cents on the dollar? Is it a cheaper way to do it? So as an example, if you were getting a pension and you're going to get $3,000 a month, but you want to include your wife as beneficiary, well, instead of paying you $3,000 a month, they might only pay you $2,500 or $2,250. Well, you may be able to buy insurance for the difference and be able to kind of pay it for a 5-year period and be done for the rest of your life, or you can do it where you're paying a small term cost. Mm-hmm. If it only costs you $100 a month to get the same benefit to your wife, then you can take the max $3,000 a year benefit, and then she's protected with a lump sum in case you predecease her. But then you guys get that full $3,000 benefit instead of only getting $2,500 or $2,250 a month. You've all of a sudden got $3,000 a month to be able to use for your retirement. So it's looking at those kind of things, putting sense to it, and see if it doesn't make sense to do that, or is insurance too expensive? But then you also have health issues, so you have to be healthy as you're entering retirement. So not everybody is, some people have had heart attacks, some people have had different health issues. So sometimes that's not a solution, but it can be a good creative solution to do something that'll solve a problem, and you can do it cheaper than you could do it solving it another way.
Is that why more people don't take advantage of something like this? Is because, you know what, if it's in life insurance, I want to make sure I have it there for my health, for long-term care?
Yes. And then sometimes people just hate insurance. Some people just have a bias against insurance. They don't really like it. They feel like it's expensive or something they don't really want to use as a vehicle. Mm-hmm. But it just, we come to all kinds of things with our own biases. So, but most people are open to real data, real input, real information, so they can make a good decision.
I give the team a call. Maybe this is a good option for you as you put together your retirement plans. If you're in that retirement red zone, as the McPherson Financial Group, as they like to call it, you're 5 to 10 years away from retirement. You're putting that portfolio together. Could this work for you? artofmoneyradio.com. Or if you're in the car this weekend and you can't jot that down, just put a Google on Art McPherson. It'll pop up. Give the team a call. The Go Banking Rates website surveyed retirees to find out what kind of regrets that they have. And one of the most common regrets is they wish they had a comprehensive retirement plan that would help guide them along the way. So talk to me a little bit about how you build a plan and why it's so important.
Well, there's a lot that goes into creating a plan for somebody. It's something that takes a lot of time, and your plan gets more and more evolved as we go. So one of the first places we start, though, is that first time a client walks in the door. We start looking at their current situation, their current financial situation. A lot of people don't have a plan. They have a 401k, they have maybe some IRAs, they have some Roth IRAs, they have maybe some insurance policies they've bought over the years. And it's basically integrating all those individual things they did over individual periods of time, and starting to have it all harnessed together to have a real structure and a plan of how does this work in my retirement. What do I need? What do I not need? And how is this going to last me for the next 25, 30 years in retirement? So making sure all that is coordinating. It's coordinating with their Social Security. It's coordinating with all their benefits that they may have or not have. And then where they're deficient, we'll make sure that we've created a pension if they don't have a pension, or if there's income needs that they need for a period of time because there's an extra expense for healthcare, things like that. We're just walking through all those little parts of their plan and making sure it integrates and works together very, very well.
Thanks for listening. Want more from Art McPherson of McPherson Financial Group? Find us online at artofmoneyradio.com. We are an independent financial services firm helping individuals create retirement strategies using a variety of financial and insurance products to custom suit their needs and objectives. Securities offered through World Equity Group, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Investment advisory services offered through ProStatus Group, LLC. McPherson Financial Group and ProStatus Group, LLC are separate entities and are not owned or controlled by World Equity Group, Inc. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. Investment financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. Art McPherson is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Please consult with your attorney, accountant, and or tax advisor for advice concerning your particular circumstances. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Arthur McPherson. Florida Insurance License number A174. 725.
Today's show has been a work of art.